feel like there's a little bit of an elephant in the room when it comes to me talking about why we want to leave, why we want to go travel. And it's multiple layered. So I want to go through those and in the most honest way share all of it. We did decide, or we did debate. About a year ago, we sat and had a really long conversation about, do we want to stay or do we want to go? And we had two options we were really deciding between. Option one was we stay here in America. Even though we know we want to go, we're like, no, our loyalty is here. We are going to sink in our roots deeper than ever. We are going to serve our community. We are going to homestead more so. We got more chickens and ducks. We are going to can and become a little bit more independent. We are going to get better about meeting with our community members, really fight back against a lot of the chaos that's happening here. The other option was we're freaking exhausted. And sometimes when you're exhausted, you're not making the best life choices. When you're in survival mode, you're not making the best life choices. And what if we could cash out, give everything we have, and go and explore, and use that time as a rebuilding, as a rest? I'm an artist and I love learning about art history and seeing places in the world and understanding cultures. What if we use that time to re-inspire us? Not in a way of abandoning those that we love and our friends and family here, but as a way of making ourselves feel alive. It makes me want to cry when I think about, I, in so many ways, feel like a shell of the person I was 10 years ago. When I look at my own life, everything I can control in my life, I've never been happier. But I'm a sensitive person, and the level of chaos in America, the level of, I live outside the Twin Cities, the heartbreaking, angering situation that's going on here now makes me heartbroken for my immigrant friends, my family members, all of the people that don't look like me, and even some that do look like me, for that matter. I am so exhausted by it all. We've been protesting. I have done all sorts of art in support of speaking up on behalf of those who are not able to speak up for themselves. We donate money, and it's not simply the last month in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I'm so exhausted, and it's such a luxury position that this is just getting to me this last decade. I don't know how so many of our minority friends have held the weight of this, and it's unfair for decades and generations. And so there's a guilt that comes from leaving. And so we sat with that for a long time. We sat weighing those options. We sat trying to figure out how we can best serve, how we can best make a difference. And it was going to be either we dive in and we go all in, or we jump out and we rejuvenate and reassess. And that's what we decided ultimately to do. I want to come out of a survival mode of sorts. My hope is to collaborate on a bigger level with people that are making a difference. My ultimate goal is not to operate from a place of fear or frustration, but a place of ultimate optimism and hope, a place of knowing what a bigger difference we can make. Even something as simple as exploring the world, and if we end up living somewhere else, knowing and having a safe place that we can report back for others if others at any point feel like they need to leave. That they know they have a friend who is somewhere safe that they can come stay with. So as extreme as that may sound to you, it sounds not at all extreme to so many others. That's where we're falling. So take it or leave it. That wasn't the ultimate reason, though. That was like the tip of the iceberg on the timing. The other things were simply, we've always wanted to explore. We love traveling. We love exploring. And the cost of living is a lot here. The medical care at the end of the day, even if we go through all of that and we hunker down and we get through all of it, our medical care and the cost of it here is not any, like, this board game that we're living on here in America. I don't want to play this game. We're the only modernized country in the world that this is what we have to do. And I would like to go and learn more. I would like to go experience other things instead of just what I've been told. And report back. Report if I'm seeing that accurately. Am I seeing it just from a rose-colored glasses? That's the saying. So there's that. It's a couple years ago, my husband had a fall at work off a ladder and got really hurt and was in a wheelchair for a while. And it put this fear of, we don't know how much time we have together. And we've both lost a parent younger than we should have. And we want to make the most of our time. We want to enjoy each other. And if we can afford to do that by leaving the U.S., we want to do that. Like, the reality is we have this amazing workshop here with all of these tools and all of the things. And my husband hardly has time to use any of it. So it's this catch-22 situation. We have a son who has always longed to live abroad. He has this fascination with other cultures. He thinks he wants to go to college abroad. He's in his mid-teens, and so this seems like the perfect time while he's still under our roof to go and explore with him in a safe, explorative way. We've looked at the idyllic choice of renting the house out. So we'd have a place here ultimately. And in a perfect scenario, that sounds like an amazing option. The reality of being abroad and we live in the woods in a 45-year-old house, almost 50-year-old house, things happen. And I don't want to live in a way that renters may not pay. The more volatile things are here, that also means renters and their ability to pay is more volatile. So that's a last resort for us at this point. We'd rather sell the house, cash out on our profits, and invest that and have options. So those are some of the major things about why we're choosing what we're choosing. That's what works for us. There's a part of me that feels guilty posting all of these videos about how we're living our best life. And while all of those are 100% true, there is also this reality behind the scenes of living outside the cities here and watching what's happening. And I don't want to for a second give off the appearance that I don't care about that or that doesn't affect me. This was the plan anyways. My whole adult life I've been wanting to do this, but even going back to 2019, again in 2021, 2022, like, we've revisited this over and over. The chaos level at this point is simply maybe just rushing it a little bit more. We're ready for a sense of calm, or at least a different type of stress, a stress of learning the language and the customs and the cultures, not worrying about gun violence and our family members being picked up off the street. Let me know if any of those things resonate with you. this is a safe place to discuss them. I have zero tolerance of anybody being disgusting or rude in the comments, but if you have a genuine perspective that you're willing to share, then I am happy to hear it. And if you want to watch any of our other videos, I have a video all about how we've built this dream life here and now we're getting rid of it all and why that is. You're welcome to check out that video next. And I thank you for watching. Bye.